Hey, I'm Nicholas Prom,
And I'm Chase.
and you're watching Heavy Metal Breakdown. Ah, yes. Chase, how you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Still haven't gotten your glasses, but they're coming soon to a face near you, right?
Indeed. Hopefully very
Okay.
soon, yes.
Yes. Okay, good. Well, we've got a couple of albums to review, and why don't we talk about them? And first, what's our new album that we're going to be discussing today, Chase?
Up first we have DESOLUS, Dwellers of the Twilight Void, released May 15th on Hell's Headbangers Records. And
Yay!
yeah, this is the Washington, D.C. based thrash outfit's second full-length release. And boy, oh boy, these guys bring it. And they definitely belong on Hell's Headbangers. Let's just start off by saying that. Yeah.
Yeah, and they lucked out. They like that was like who they wanted to sign with, and that's who they sent their shit to first. And they're like, "Yes, we want you." And I love that happened. You know, we saw them in I think 2024, a few months after their first album came out. They were on tour with that lame vampire band Spiter, but
Yep.
but holy crap, they were incredible live. I mean, just I could not stop headbanging and pounding my fist. It was amazing. I was so energized. This was like one of the best live acts I've seen. Seriously, one of the best current thrash bands out there. And I'm so hoping like hell we get to see them again because they're incredible. And they're great guys. But yes, this is their second LP, and I think this is as good. I'm not sure if I like it more than the previous one, but it's about same ski. You know, it's like I have a hard time deciding between Hell Awaits and Show No Mercy sometimes. You know, like that kind of thing. You know. And speaking of which, they do cover Show No Mercy on the album, and they did play that when we saw them.
Yep.
Um, but yeah, just is great stuff. I mean, like just has the just raging ferocity of like the early Slayer stuff, the Metal Blade Slayer, and the early Creator records. It is just man, this is just such a kick in the ass. It's so good, man. Um, and it's a three piece that really brings it, and so it's like we're getting that that vibe of maybe like some early Sodom, but with a greater technical proficiency. Um, yeah, dude, I really, really like these bands, guys. I proudly have their patch on my battle vest, and yeah, Desolus fucking rules. Um, they've put out a couple singles from this, kind of to whet our appetites for the record. I think it was "Dwellers of the Twilight Void" and "The Pact," both very strong songs. Really liked "Threading the Atom" a lot. That was really good, as well as "Primordial Evil." Woman of Infernal Beauty kind of is a callback, I think, to Bathory, or at least a reference in the title,
Yeah.
Woman of Dark Desires. But yeah, Chase, how about some thoughts on this record and this band? I've just gone on
Uh,
and
First of all, my highlights are Dweller of the Twilight, Woman of Infernal Beauty, and Nefarious Dominion.
oh yeah, yeah,
The
yeah. That's a barn burner of a
closer.
barn burner of a
Yeah,
chord closer. It's great.
yeah, a great
Yeah,
way to go out.
yeah,
And uh, uh, it's funny the reference. Uh, sorry, the what I said is if the younger versions of Sodom, Slayer, Creator, and Sadist were in a battle royale, and the winners got together and
wow. Okay,
made a
yeah,
band. Yeah, and yeah, I stand by that. This is amazing. This is some and it's like evil, but not like edgy evil or like corny evil. It's like it's artistic evil and it's just right,
right.
you know?
It's not cartoony like Venom, but it's not like so self serious. It's not like Acheron or something where it's like, oh, okay, get
Yeah.
out of here with that. You know what I mean? You know,
Yeah.
um, yeah, it's just right, and it doesn't hit you over the head with it. But yeah, um, man, that you
I
mentioning. Oh, go ahead.
uh, okay, no, okay, I'll keep going then. I there were they had a good use of those Van Halen like dive bombs that
Yeah,
just peppered throughout the and you don't get a lot of those anymore, just in like straight thrash. And so that was really cool.
Yeah, it's a real Sodom trick, I think. But yeah, yeah. So surprise, I'm sure Frank Blackfire has perhaps an influence here. Although he didn't come into play until Sodom was, until like I think Persecution Mania. But regardless, yeah. I think that's right. Um, but yeah, no, this is great stuff. And like you mentioned Sadist, and I think, God, wouldn't you love to hear them cover Certain Death on the next one?
Ooh. Drop
Yeah,
that in the suggestion box. Yeah.
yeah. I hope you're listening, DESOLUS. We love you guys, Jimmy, Vivek. You guys are great. Um, um, but yeah, dude, this is great. This is, I think, one of the great thrash metal records of 2026. Um, a strong contender for my top 10 for the year, I'll say.
I'm gonna agree. Yeah.
Yeah, this is some great shit. Um, I Yeah. Do you have much more about this, or we just love it? This is rad. It's just ripping shit, dude.
No. This is 420 out of 69, etc. No, this is amazing.
Yeah, it's like imagine if Pleasure to Kill had some Tom Araya screams all over it. Like okay,
Ooh.
yeah, like oh, dang, like yeah, it's pretty sick, and we love it. So horns way up for Desolus. We love you guys. We know you got they have a upcoming tour, but it's not hitting I don't think it's coming near us, but hopefully the next one, because gosh, we'd love to see these guys again. They're so rad. Um, and um, yeah, yeah, hell yeah, Desolus, they rule. Okay, so Chase, if we're good here, why don't we move on to our next segment, Chase's classic album? What do we have?
Up next on Chase's classic album, we have The Accused, Ladder Rock, released sometime in January 1992 on Nasty Mix Records. Hoo boy. Uh, this is The Accused's fifth and final release in this incarnation of The Accused, correct?
I think I know. Here's the thing: it was their final release for like over a decade. So this is kind of like this is the end of their initial run, really. Apparently, that they've stayed active. I mean, according to Metal Archives, that there was no period of inactivity live wise, but I don't know how true that is because I don't know. Uh, but this record is interesting. I think you go first, please.
It's probably my favorite that we've covered on here, just because it's just so honed. I feel, aside from a couple of tracks where they get a little what's that track? Da, 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 da. The House of Medicine, the
Oh
Greenwood
yeah,
House of Medicine. Yeah, it's a bit out there, not really all that
yeah.
fun for me.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna speak to
But
that for a sec if I can interrupt you. Yeah,
go for it.
every Accused album has like, some weird shit that they throw in there too, and that's the weird shit. This time it just doesn't work. It's just samples and noise. It's just, it goes on for a couple minutes. It's just a pile of crap in the middle that's not necessary. And they usually have
Breaks up the flow.
yeah, and they have a weird cover, and usually I like those, but sorry, covering Green Eyed Lady by Sugarloaf. I mean, like I like Sugarloaf, but like
Yeah.
this does nothing for me as a cover. So, do you really like this? Is like your favorite Accused record?
Yeah. Other than those two tracks, I love this album. There's nothing. I, I'm sorry, I can't think of anything that really stands out as a negative. I mean, even I forget everybody's name. The vocalist, even his
Blaine Cook.
vocals
Blaine Cook.
thank you, are more like controlled. They're still crazy and chaotic, but there's something to it
Yeah.
that there's, like I just said, there's more control.
Hmm. Okay.
Um, yeah.
So I have a counterpoint to some of the things you've just said. I kind of think vocally sounds a little phoned in. And also, while that's strong riffs and it's really thrash on like, all other than the two tracks we commented on, it's really thrashy and fast and a lot of like crunchy riffs, okay? And it's a little more thrash metal than I think their previous albums.
Yeah.
Similar to that last Cryptic Slaughter record we listened to. Um,
Yes.
I feel like this is the weakest of the 5 Accused albums that we've reviewed. I feel like the songs don't have much individuality to them. Um, if you just want some rage and thrash riffs, cool. But like if you're really looking for some songs and some depth, I think it's just really missing the mark here. It feels like, because this was kind of the end of their initial run, and it kind of feels like a band that's maybe running out of gas or about to break up to me. Like there's plenty of power, but not a lot of substance. And so honestly, splatter rock didn't really work that well for me. I don't think this sucks, but it's I think again of those first 5 albums, this for me is the weakest.
You feel like it's winding down. It's
Yeah,
they
yeah,
they yeah, okay.
yeah.
Okay.
And it's interesting because I want to mention this. Okay, it's 1992, and last episode I think we talked about that last Cryptic Slaughter album, which was kind of like slowed down and ended up being their last record. And I just feel like maybe once thrash metal kind of reached the mainstream, I think crossovers time, and also the mainstream and kind of refined, and there's a slick commercial aspect to a lot of those bands, right? And the underground is kind of pushing towards more extremity with death metal. I feel like crossover sound kind of just fades out of the picture. And these last 2 records that we've reviewed on this segment, I think are perhaps illustrative of that.
That's a interesting insight. I mean, I don't disagree.
This is conjecture
But
on my part, but
yeah, yeah. But I made a joke in here. I thought that "Living, Dying, Living in a Zombie World" sounds like the song that sparked Municipal Waste into being.
right.
So
I
clearly,
will say
there's
I did really like that song, but it took the end of the album to get to something really raging. There's some cool stuff. But like it just I don't know. It just overall the album felt kind of scattershot, and not like that there was a lot of vision or like a driving force behind this record. It's kind of like it feels like a last gasp, and it's not. It's almost like you're hitting the crescendo of something and you hit a flat note or something. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
You know.
Okay.
But again, I do not think this is lame. I think you have this in the mix with some other thrash and punk stuff in your party mix or whatever. You're gonna be raging, dude. But yeah, I just think it's I would put it if I was gonna rank the 5 Accused albums, full lengths anyway, which I'm not into ranking. We're never gonna do ranking videos here, or probably not. Uh, but I would rank it at the bottom of the 5. Um, so that's just how I feel. But your mileage may vary. Clearly, it does. I'm glad that you enjoyed this more than I did. I just wasn't able to sink my teeth into this one. I do want to remind folks, the Accused AD will be performing this summer at the Soldiers of Steel Festival. Go to soldiersofsteel.com right now and get your tickets. It's going to be 4 days of classic styled heavy metal. Going to be loads of power, speed, thrash, and traditional metal. It's going to be so much fun. The Accused AD will be there performing a classic Accused set, so it's going to be very cool. But yeah, Chase, did you have any more thoughts about this album?
No, I already got your thoughts on Green Eyed Lady. Yes. It's a good song. It's just not a good cover.
Yeah, and it wasn't like grating, like it wasn't like awful, like most Exodus covers, like ugh, like whenever Exodus just picks stinkers most of the time, but like I don't know, it just didn't work. It just it wasn't like annoying, but it did nothing for me. But yeah.
Other than that, I'm good.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, in that case, why don't we move on to our concert calendar segment? Let's see. We have our upcoming shows on. Excuse me. Friday, May 22nd at the Blackwater. There'll be a Thin Lizzy tribute with Tigers on Opium and our good pals Blade in support. That should be interesting. That'll be a fun time for those who are attending. Let's see. Get down to Silver Moon Brewing in Bend, Oregon, Friday, May 22nd. Oh, same date as that. And see Damage Overdose, Decayed Existence, and Back from Death. That's going to be a big old death metal show for your enjoyment. That's all ages, and that's going to be fun for those who can be there. Let's see. Sorry, May 26th at the Roseland Theater. Go see Death Clock, the death metal cartoon band. Yeah, that's a thing. Let's see. On Saturday, May 30th, head on over to Dots Cafe here in Portland. From 3 to 6 p.m. will be the Portland Metal Swap Meet. That is such a neat gathering. There'll be vendors where you can get albums and shirts and tapes, CDs, all that good stuff, patches, zines. It's a great event put together by our good friend Dylan Laviolette from Headsplit Records. Get on down and do that. That's really cool. I got to work this time, but it's such a good event. Really a great thing, part of our scene here. Let's see. And then, I think it's June 5th, the Long Roads Big Loads Tour with Archspire and guests at the Roseland Theater. You're going to that, aren't you, Chase?
Gonna try to, yep.
Okay, well, there you go. Yeah, well, I can't wait to hear about it. Let's see. And let's see. Oh, June 16th at the Hawthorne Theater, we'll be seeing Death Angel, who will be performing their third album, aptly titled Act 3, in its entirety. Plus, I'm sure a smattering of stuff from the rest of their catalog. With support from fellow Bay Area thrashers Violence and also Insight, who I don't really know. I believe they're also a thrash metal band. So that's going to be a great show. That'll be awesome. And we should be in attendance at that. I believe I did get us tickets, so yes. And let's see. Friday, June 26th at the High Watermark. Go see Speed Metal Gods, Solicitor, playing with Grave Ripper. I've been saying Grave Digger by accident. Grave Ripper's kind of a blackened thrash speed thing. It's not. I checked them out. They're not really my bag, but other people seem to dig them quite a bit. And of course, Soul Grinder, also a great speed metal band. Love them. Yeah, I gotta miss this after work, but you're gonna be there and finally see Solicitor, and that rules.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be a great show. I'm really envious because it sucks. I keep having to miss Soul Grinder, and I hate missing Solicitor because they're just one of my favorites. They're just awesome. Let's see, and but also want to remind folks, August 13th through the 16th in Seattle, Washington, at the Substation. It's the Soldiers of Steel Festival, Volume 2. Headliners include Sanctuary, Liege Lord, Sacred Blade, Hell Witch, Saint, and the aforementioned Accused AD. About a dozen and a half other bands on the bill, including Skeletor, Bloodstar, Tower Hill, and many more. This is going to be such a dope time. Go to soldiersofsteel.com and get your tickets now. It's going to be an incredible event, man. Okay, well, I think that is going to be our show for tonight. Chase, if you wouldn't mind, hit us with a sign-off, please.
Thanks for watching Heavy Metal Breakdown. Like, comment, subscribe, and remember to fly on your way like an eagle. Fly as high as the sun.
Yeah! That's an Iron Maiden reference. Good night, everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for watching.